Makes me feel good. I have a couple of regulars, but it's always nice when my guest stars come back. Thank you. Thank you. Here
All
we
right,
go.
we're starting. Good morning, Falika.
Morning. See you tomorrow.
I know.
Okay, here we go. Good morning, Uma Community Clinic family. I hope you all had a spooky Halloween yesterday. I'm still sporting my little Halloween gear since we only get a couple days a year to use it. I'm DeJur. I'm a yoga therapist here in Los Angeles, and I'm so glad that you're here. We'll be doing mat yoga today, and I'd like to start with just a moment of gratitude for the indigenous people of the part of Los Angeles that I was born and raised in, that I am in now. They are called, there's several different nations, but I use to make the pronunciation a little easier for me when I'm on camera, the Tongva and Gabrielino First Nations peoples. There are several other First Nations peoples in this part of the country. I like to just thank them, ancestors past, present, and emerging, for their care of this most beautiful part of the world that I call my hometown. And I just wanted to take a moment, as I do each week, to send some gratitude to their people, their nations. I'm starting to stammer now. Anyway, we'll be doing mat yoga today. If you have any injuries, please be mindful of your body. If you need to take a break, please make that happen for yourself as we go along. And I'm going to be giving variations of some of the poses that we do, so you can find the one that suits you best. If you come to a seated pose, I'm sitting on a stool for now, but I'm going to get back on my mat when I get done with this intro part of our class. If you sit in a comfortable way, we'll do what's called a grounding. And that's just taking time to kind of let go of all the duties we have to accomplish today, and set them aside, set them outside the room that we occupy for the next not quite hour. And they will all be there waiting for us when we get done. And using the 5 senses, so just looking around the space that you're in as if it's your first time in that space. So fresh eyes in the room that you're in right now. And noticing colors and textures and the things in the room. Believe it or not, I still have popcorn ceiling, so I see that, and paneling, although it's been painted over. Don't judge me. But plants, if you have any books, whatever you have, if you have children, the toys and the things. I have a lot of pet things in here that I kind of hide when we go on camera because it's a little ridiculous, but pet things I have, and some artwork and things like that. We'll use our sense of smell to see what we notice. I don't have anything to report here. I didn't take the time to set my diffuser up before class. So it's just the stuff in my hair. That's what I smell. Also, now we move to our sense of touch. So just place right hand over heart, left hand over belly button, and just sit up really tall. Notice your heartbeat underneath your right hand. And then noticing the fabric of whatever clothing you're wearing. You can release your hands down, your sense of hearing. I hear the hum of the little cat water fountain thingy over there on the inside. So I'm speaking of listening for sounds inside your space. And then drawing your attention of sound or hearing outdoors. So I have a little flock of blackbirds out there that are making a little bit of racket. Otherwise, it's quiet out there. And then sense of taste. So for me, toothpaste and water. Water has a taste, but toothpaste and water is all I've had so far today. And so I'm going to get back on go back and get on my mat. We'll get started here. So we'll start. Before we start, I want to show you the blanket or towel. If your floor or your mat is really hard and you'd like some cushioning, you can always use, I have just a regular bath towel and I have a yoga blanket, but any blanket will do. You just set it up in a way you can either sit directly on top of it, or you can adjust it so that your sit bones kind of come down to the floor and your half of your buttocks is lifted up by the blanket, and that totally readjusts your spinal position. And you have to experiment to find the sweet spot, because you'll know it once you get there, because your entire lower body has different type of posture. So just depending on what kind of cushioning you need, or support, doesn't have to even be cushioning. When you use it to lift your hips a little bit, that's an adjustment to your posture, and it supports your spine a little bit better. So find what serves you for now, if you would like to use cushioning or the lift. And then we'll drop our heads down to chin to chest for now. Just foreheads forward and chin to chest. We're sitting up really straight. Our shoulders and hips are in a vertical line. The spine is long, even though our chin is tipped forward, the spine is long. And if you'd like to pull in your belly button, that improves the posture as well. And also it tightens up the abdominal muscles. It's a passive toning for those muscles by pulling them in and just holding here and checking on your breathing. So we'll be breathing through our nose the entire time. The breath is full inhales, complete exhales. That's what we're doing. And it's also smooth breath, in and in smooth, and then exhaling smooth. So controlling it so that it's not a jerky type of breathing. And then slow circles with the head. So these should not hurt at all. You may hear some sound, some noise, some pops, some popping sensations. Those are hydrogen gas bubbles. And those, we have those around our bodies. They collect, not just in the neck, but in other joints, you may have a pop. That's what that is. So they're just releasing as we move the bones in our neck around. Let's go the opposite direction. We're going slow. You can do these. I talk usually every week. I'll kind of reference things I do in the car. So if I'm at a red light, I may do a few of these. If I'm sitting in somewhere, it doesn't have to be in the car, but waiting for something, I will standing, even in waiting. Like the other day I was at the pharmacy, there was a little bit of a line, and I just, do some things for me. Come back to center with the head, drop the left ear over to the left shoulder, and take some breaths here through your nose. Then take your left hand and touch the right side of your head. So left shoulder to left ear, left hand over to the right side of your head or near your right ear. Just holding here. So the right shoulder, the left shoulder has come up a little bit because you have it over your head. Try to lower the right shoulder to get a deeper stretch on the right side of your neck and the top of the right shoulder. Take some breaths here. And then release your left hand, right ear to right shoulder, hold here, take some breaths. And check on your jaw, that your jaw is loose and relaxed. Smooth and easy breath. Then the right hand to the left side of your head, just letting the weight of the right arm kind of deepen the stretch on the left side of your neck and the top of your left shoulder. If you can, lower the left shoulder just a little bit more to get a deeper stretch there. And breathe through your nose. And then release. Turn your chin to the right and hold here. And again, sitting up straight, spine is lifted, Top of the head is lifted toward the ceiling. You can take fingers from the left hand, touch the left side of your jaw, and increase the twist of your head just a little, just gently there. Release your left hand and look down toward the floor. So your head is still right chin, right shoulder. Just directing your attention on your awareness downward toward the floor on your right side. And then inhale back to center. We'll go to the left, chin to the left shoulder, hold here. Sit up tall, breathe through your nose. And then take fingers from the right hand to the right jawline, gentle pressure toward the left. Release the right hand, look down on the left side toward the floor. And then release that and come up. Extend your legs out, straight out. Toes pointing up. Sitting up really tall. This shape is called staff pose. I guess walking stick kind of image, sort of, somehow. I don't know, but that's the name of it. Staff pose. Toes are up. We're gonna breathe in. And then exhale and walk your hands forward. So I know we're a little tight still. Do the best you can. Keep your back flat. So instead of humping the back, we want it flat. And if that means you can't go that far forward, that's okay. You want to give a deep stretch to the low spine and also the backs of the legs. So you may feel that. You can place your hands outside your legs, one on each side, or up on your fingertips near your ankles. You can also rest your forearms on your shin. Whichever you choose, just try to keep your back straight or flat, whatever you want to call it. Flat back, and the neck is an extension of the spine. So the long neck, long spine, hold here. And then inhale, both arms up, sit up really tall. We'll do 5 of these. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. I think this is 2. Exhale, down. 1 more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. We're going to hold here again. So this may not feel as tight. If it was feeling tight for you, it might feel a little looser because we're holding the shape a little bit and moving in and out of the pose. Continue to breathe through your nose. Spine is long, spine is flat, back is flat, neck is long. And then inhale and just walk yourself up. Bring your right ankle on top, above the left knee or below, not on the left knee. So it looks like a number 4. The inside of the right palm touches the inside of the right knee. So we're pressing down toward the floor. This is a hip opener. Just pressing down toward the floor gently. We're not jamming or forcing that. And our hips hold a lot of, the books say, trauma from our, sometimes prior to us being born, like the birthing process for the baby and the mother can be very traumatic, I've been told. And so the hips carry things in them that we, the yoga practice has a series of a lot of things: shoulder opener, chest openers, hip openers, things for the spine. So there's a lot of series of poses in yoga. And so there's a series of hip openers in yoga that help us to loosen up the hips. And sometimes they're just tight from maybe a lot of walking, or if you stand at work a lot, like my job. Sometimes my other job, I should say, flight attendant job, my hips tend to get tight too. So I have to work on keeping them, somehow keeping them mobile. So this is one of the things I do. And then breathe in here. And then exhale and lean over, lean forward. Again, spine is straight. So see if you notice anything in the right hip. It should not be painful. If it's painful, you may have to back out of the pose. Back out of the forward bend a little bit. Readjust your upper body. See what's possible. Look down toward the left knee and hold. And then we'll do 5. Inhale, arms up, sit up tall. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. So with that extended leg, you're still getting a stretch in that entire, the entire back of the extended leg. Inhale up. This is 3. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. And then exhale down. We're going to change it up a bit. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn to your right. So torso turns right. That means left hand touches right knee. Right hand is behind you. That's the exhale. Okay. So this is a spinal twist. Inhale back to center. We'll do 5. So that was 5. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, twist right. Inhale up, exhale, forward bend. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Inhale up, exhale, forward. 2 more, breathe in, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale forward. And then inhale up, hold here. Exhale, arms come down. So you can extend the right leg out. See if you notice any changes in the sensations of the right leg or any sensations in your right leg. It may feel longer. It's not longer, but the muscles are stretched out a bit. So the forward bends, little yoga therapy lesson here. Forward bends work well for the low back and the backs of the legs. The twists help to throughout the day, not so much in the morning hours, but as the day passes, gravity is pulling us down, and sometimes it can compress the spine a little bit, not a lot, but it happens every single day once we step out of bed. Gravity keeps us tethered to earth. Otherwise, we float off. So sometimes it compresses the spine a bit, and the yoga twist help to re-lengthen the spine a little bit. Also, the yoga twist tone the internal organs because we're twisting in a different way. The organs have to move and readjust to the position of our torso. So that's called a toning feature. That's a massage for the stomach. The kidneys are there, maybe not so much the lungs. But then the reproductive system gets a little bit of a toning as well when we turn our bodies, whichever way, spinal twist, that's what they are good for. Okay, we'll go the other way. I hope this is not too TMI, but I want you to know why we're doing things. I don't want to just bark at you to do this and do that. I want you to understand some of the mechanics of our bodies. So left ankle to the above or below the right knee. And I noticed immediately that my left hip feels tighter. Good morning, welcome. And we'll start with pressing left palm down on the inside of the left knee. So gentle pressing toward the floor. We're not forcing that hip open, just a gentle pressure. Hi, Terrell, welcome. Sitting up as tall as you can. And also when we hold these shapes, like when I had us holding the forward bend on that other staff pose forward bend, it gives the muscles a chance to struggle and fight and ask what is she doing? Why are we doing this? Then they release, and that's when the stretch comes. Breathe in here. And then exhale, walk your hands forward alongside the right leg. Right toes are pointing up toward the sky. So yes, I do notice that my left hip feels much tighter than my right hip, but it's all right. It's nothing wrong with me or nothing to worry about. The back stays flat. So come as far forward as you can and keep your back as flat as you can. And just hold here. Breathing deeply. And I'm going to be subbing the 11 o'clock chair class also. If y'all are free to come back, it's a 45-minute chair only. The instructor is out, and I'll be covering her class next week as well. Just so you know, it is a different Zoom link. I'm going to post it at some point between once this class is over and before the next one starts. But Terrell, if you come back, it's the same link that I sent you last week. If you come back, no pressure at all. Let's inhale for 5, sit up tall, exhale forward. So we'll do 5 of these, then we'll add the twist. Inhale, sit up tall, reach up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Big breaths in, complete exhales. Breathe in. Exhale, down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, down. And then we're adding the twister. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. So right knee touches, right hand touches left knee, and the left hand comes behind you. Inhale up to center, exhale forward. We'll do 5 of these. Inhale up to center, sit up tall, exhale, turn left. Inhale, center, exhale, down. 3 more, breathe in, lift. Exhale, turn. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, turn. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Last one coming up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, hold here. Exhale the arms down and then extend your left leg. You see what you notice. If it feels different. We'll windshield wiper our feet. Let's shake out the arms too. Bringing the soles of the feet together. Let's do a little foot massage while we're here. So this is also a hip opener. It's also a stretch. You may feel it on the inside of your thigh. Those muscles there, those are inner hamstring muscles. You may feel a stretch. This pose is called butterfly or mariposa in Espanol, my limited Spanish. Butterfly pose, and it is a hip opener, but the bonus is the stretch that happens on the inside of the thighs. These muscles get tight, stay tight, because we don't use them very much. So they get short. And so the only way to keep them stretched out is to sit, do things like this where the knee is out on a sharp angle, or floor stretches. We could do those too. And then breathe in here, flat back, walk your hands forward wherever they go. Could be on the palms or the fingertips. Look down on a slight angle, not directly looking down toward your feet, because I like the spine and neck long. But come forward as far as you can. That may intensify any sensations you have on the insides of your upper thighs. You may not feel, or thighs, you may not feel any difference, but forward bending will increase that sensation if you're having that sensation. Breathing through your nose, long spine, flat back. And then we'll walk hands to the right. So just keeping the butterfly pose, hands to the right, either flat palms up on your fingertips, it's up to you. Gaze down towards your hands, long spine, check on your jaw. And then place the left hand over the right on top of the right hand. That'll deepen that twist just a little more. You may feel it on the low side body. You might feel a little deeper twist by just moving that hand on top of the other hand. Left hand on top of right hand. And then let's walk our way back through center over to the left. We'll start with both hands on the mat. And so I feel on my right side is the side rib cage area of me is a little tighter than the other side. Hold here, breathe. And also the inside of the right thigh. I feel that a little more intensely than when I was twisted over to the right. I didn't feel the left inner thigh so much. Then we'll place the right hand on top of left. See if you notice the difference of just moving that hand over. Hold here and breathe through your nose, looking down towards your hands. And let's walk our way back to the first side. We'll do it all again. First palms on the floor or fingertips on the floor. And see if it feels a little easier to access this, or if you feel a little looser in this shape. You may or you may not, but you may because we've been holding this for a couple minutes. Not that long, but long enough for the muscles to respond. Then we're stacking left hand on right. And then walking through center, walking the hands through center, back over to the left. We'll start with both hands on the mat. And then we'll stack right hand on top of left. Hold here. And then walking back to center, and then inhaling yourself upright. Let's extend the legs out on an angle. Shake out arms and legs. So windshield wipering your feet. And the legs are spread, not too wide where you feel a sharp pain on the inside of the thighs, but you want to feel a little something. That little something is the stretch. So you want to feel a little bit of feedback so that you know you're stretching there, not just having your legs apart and just hanging out there. Breathe in here, walk your upper body forward. Here again, hands, fingertips, or you may be able to access your forearms. I'm not quite warmed up enough. Let's see. Anyway, toes pointing up toward the sky. Yeah, I'm not warm enough for that. Toes up, flat back. So lift your chest a little and flatten out your spine. Breathe through the nose. So gazing at an angle downward towards your hands. When you come up on your fingertips, that over time strengthens the muscles in your hands and fingers. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, both arms up. Do 5 of these. Exhale, forward. Toes are pointing up to the ceiling. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. This time, turn to your right and exhale your hands on either side of the right leg. We're going to hold here, exhale here, and take a couple breaths. Toes are pointing up to the ceiling. So when you flex your feet, the muscles in the legs engage, and so there's another opportunity for a passive toning of the muscles. When I asked you pull in your belly button, that tones the abdominal muscles or makes them stronger over time. So the same thing when you engage your arms or your legs, all the muscles are working, even though that's not our focus area. Inhale, arms up to center. Turn to the left, exhale down. We're going to hold here. Take some breaths while we're here. And then we'll go in real time. Inhale up, exhale, twist right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twist left. That was the last one. And then inhale, come up. Arm swan dive down on an exhale, bring your legs together and windshield wiper your feet again. So let's move into cat-cow, excuse me. And if you need padding, towel or blanket is good. You can put it just under your knees or under your entire lower leg. It's up to you. And so we're coming on hands and knees, hips and knees in a vertical line, arms mostly vertical, except push out a little bit so you're not on a hard, you don't have a hard crease in your wrist. Sometimes that's kind of painful for some. So the arms are on a slight angle. Shoulders, elbow, wrists are stacked. And then we come to separate your knees to your comfort. We're going to go into cow shape. So just dropping your belly toward the floor, arch your back and lift your chest. This was an inhale initially. I want you to keep breathing. We're going to hold this for a little bit so the muscles can get acclimated to this. This is a back bend, is its primary purpose. Secondary benefit is the front torso is getting a nice stretch too. Hold here, breathe through your nose. Arms are strong, arms are engaged. Inhale here, then exhale, curl the spine up toward the ceiling. We're gonna hold there, continue breathing. So this is the cat of the cat-cow. So we think of the Halloween cats last night, angry cat, scary cat, a cat that's simply stretching their back. So we think of it as that shape. Breathing through the nose, chin is towards your chest. And we'll do one more in slow motion. Inhale to cow, arch your back, lift your chest, lift your chin a bit, continue to breathe. And then let's go cat again. Exhale, chin to chest, arch your back, hold here. Keep breathing. And then in real time, inhale cow, exhale cat, inhale cow, exhale cat, inhale cow, exhale cat, inhale cow, exhale cat. Two more. Inhale cow, exhale cat, inhale cow, exhale cat. Come back to table. Do some hip circles. So going to your right with your hips, moving around toward the heels and then to the left side and then forward. So slow circles with the hips. Again, this helps release any tension that possibly gets stuck in your hip sockets. Circling slow. It's also, you're doing lateral bends, side bends with your upper body when you make this motion. So that's good. And then let's go the opposite way. So hips left, then back, then right, then forward. And breathing when you come back or sit down, that's the exhale. When you come up or forward, that's your inhale. So we're linking breath and movement. And then when you're done, come back to center and just rock your hips left and right and left. Just going side to side. You come back to center, back to table. You can extend your left toes out on the floor or lift the left leg, left toes pointing to the floor. This is called cat balance. Right fingertips on the, extend your right arm, and you can keep the right fingertips on the floor, or you can lift the right arm straight out horizontally, right thumb up. This is cat balance. Pull in your belly button to help stabilize you. And just hold here, looking down toward the mat. The spine is long. Breathe through your nose. This is called cat balance. Some teachers call it bird dog. I'm a cat lover, so I love dogs too, but I'm a cat mom, so I'm calling it cat balance. And then exhale, right hand down, left knee down. Take a breath here. Let's go other side. So right toes may stay on the floor, extend the right leg out and back, or you can lift the right leg horizontal to the floor, toes pointing down. Left fingers can touch the mat, touch the floor, or you can lift the left arm out parallel to the floor. Pull in the abs. Hold here. Deep breath. And then exhale, left hand down, right knee down. We're going back to side one. Left leg out, position it where you like. Right arm out, position it where you like. Hold here, belly button in, loosen your jaw. Hold here and breathe. Reach with the right arm, reach back with the left heel. Right hand down, left knee down. Let's change sides. Right leg out to your position of preference. Left arm out, place it where you like. Reach with the left fingers. Reach back with the right heel. Breathe through your nose. Right knee down, left hand down. Let's go child's pose. Toes touch, big toes touch. Knees go wide. Then we sit back, butt to heels. You can extend the arms straight out above your head, palms down. That's traditional child's pose. If you'd like a little love to your shoulders, you can bend your elbows into what's called cactus arms. Looks like this. You can do that in child's pose instead. You can stack your hands or fists to bring the floor up closer to your forehead if you like. So flat palms stacked or fists stacked, forehead on top. You can also bring the hands down by your ankles. You want to try that. So find the place, arm placement for you. We'll hold here for a couple more breaths. And let's come back to table. So we're gonna stretch the back of the legs, extending your your right leg out behind you on the right toes or on the right ball of the foot. Let me move up a little. So extending the right leg back on the ball of the right foot. We're gonna pulse back. Hands are flat, fingers spread wide. We're just gonna pulse back a few times to stretch the muscles, predominantly the calf muscle, but also the entire back of the leg. So pulsing, and the next time you pulse back, hold there. Straighten the knee as much as you can and see what you feel when you do that. Mine are tight, of course. But see what you notice about you. And hold here and breathe. Pull the belly button in so you can stabilize the your core, the abdominal section of your body, abdominal region. And then release the right knee down. See if you notice any difference comparing your left leg to your right. It might feel a little more energized. And we extend the left leg back. Left toes curled under. Pulse a few times. Try to straighten the left leg as much as you can. And pulse back as far as you can. That's comfortable for you. And then pulse back when you're ready and hold there. So the heel, we're pushing through the left heel. Breathe through your nose. Spine is long, long neck. And then bring the left knee down. We're gonna do, it's called Hero's Pose, but we renamed it to Shero's Pose because we can. Girl power. There's some variations or options here. So this is tradition. It's also called Thunderbolt, which I like too. You just curling the toes under, sitting on the heels. And I know this is sometimes god awful feeling. I know because I've been there when I was new. And you can either sit up, torso upright, or you can bring your hands onto the floor also. And the other option is you can come up off your heels and just let the feet get the stretch without the added weight of our torso sitting on the heels. So try that out. It's a really good stretch for our feet. Our feet rarely go this way. Even in heels, they're not quite shaped this way. But it releases all those little tiny muscles in the feet, and there's 26 bones in your feet and hands. So this kind of stretch is really therapeutic. It allows also in some additional blood flow and circulation to the feet and ankles. So holding here. And then coming back to table, let's tap the tops of the feet on the mat. So that feels really nice. And we're going to sit on the heels again with on the tops of the feet this time. So butt to heels, there's options again. You can support a little bit with hands on the mat. You can also come up, torso upright. So you get to choose. So this positioning of the feet is obviously stretching the shins and the tops of the feet. And our feet don't often go this way either. So this is a nice stretch, and it does take time. I tell the story when I first started yoga, my first teacher would have us do hero's pose, and I would just curse her in my mind and just gnash my teeth and frown and I hate this. And then over time, that's how yoga works, sneaky like that. It was not a bother or a pain. It just was okay because my feet finally released and let go. And so I was able to get into the shape and not be distracted by I could sit here for a while, actually. Come back up to table. Let's tap the tops of the feet again. And we're going to do tiger pose. I'm going to turn my back towards you, so please forgive, but it's kind of has a few steps to it, and I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. So we're in table. You may lift the left foot and grab it with the right hand. Very simple. Turn the right shoulder up a little bit, or you may lift the left knee off the floor, holding on to the left foot with the right hand. The left hand is flat on the floor, the left arm is straight. Then turn your torso toward the right. So this is tiger pose. We'll call the other one baby tiger. So it's a spinal twist, it's a balance, and you're getting a big stretch on the front of the left thigh. So you may feel that. Spinal twist, balance, and front of the left thigh stretch. Hold here, breathe through your nose. If you need to come out to rest, please feel free to do that. Smooth and easy breath. When you're ready, left knee down, right hand down. Let's sit back in a quick child's pose, just real quick. And then come back up to table, and we'll do the other side. So you can just lift the right foot, twist it to the left hand grabs right foot, turn the left shoulder up a little bit, right hand is flat, right fingers are spread, right arm is straight. Or you can lift the right knee off the floor, turn your upper body to the left. So now there's a stretch happening on the front of the right thigh. Hold here and breathe. Pull in your belly button to help stabilize you. This is called tiger pose, and the other little one was baby tiger pose. I just made that up, but there's variations. And so we can do whatever suits us today. Twist and breathe. And then right knee down, back to table. Left hand down. Let's come back into child pose. Quick child pose. And then come back up to table. Come onto your back. So we'll do a couple things on our back. The back is called the prone position. Prone meaning face up. That's not right. I said that wrong. Sorry. Supine. Supine is facing up, excuse me. Prone is when we face down, excuse me. So feet flat on the mat, knees up. We're gonna windshield wiper the knees side to side, both going at the same time. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. This is a little mini spinal twist and also a nice stretch for the tops of the thighs, where the thighs connect to the torso. There's a little stretch that happens there. The next time your knees go left, hold there. Try to keep both shoulders on the mat. Arms can be out in a T shape. Palms up, hold here. Then inhale, knees to center, knees up toward the ceiling, then exhale them to the right, hold there. And try to keep both shoulders on the floor. And then knees up to center again. Left leg extends, left foot toward the ceiling, grab hold of the left leg wherever. I'm going to try to bring the left leg on an angle towards your forehead, foot towards your forehead. Try to straighten the left leg as best you can. You can hang on around the ankle. Some people might be able to reach their big toe with their peace sign fingers, maybe. You can hang on at your calves, at your knees, behind your thigh, wherever you can reach. That's good enough. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale, lift your upper body, forehead towards your right knee. Inhale down, 2 more like that. Exhale up. Right foot is flexed. Inhale down. Right leg is straight. Exhale up. Inhale down. I'm going to just angle the right leg out. Hold on to the outside of your right leg with your right hand. And come out as far right as you can. If you don't need the support of the right hand, move it out the way. Left knee is pointing straight up. Right foot is flexed. So this is a stretch for the inside of the right leg from the groin area down to your right ankle. Hold here, right foot flexed, breathe through your nose. And then let's inhale, right leg back to center. Use your right hand for help if you need to. Exhale, right foot on the mat. Inhale, right foot up. Hang on. Take a couple breaths. Breathe in here. Exhale, lift your upper body. 3 of these. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale up. That's the last one of that. Inhale down. And then exhale the left leg out to the left. Use your left hand for support if you need it, or no hands. It's all good. Hold here and breathe. Left foot is flexed. Breathe through your nose. And then inhale the left leg back up to center. Use your left hand if you need help. And then exhale, left foot on the mat. Bring the feet to touch. So this is a supine butterfly. We're laying on our back, so face up is supine, and we have our feet positioned in the butterfly pose we did earlier. Just hold here and breathe. So again, this is a deep stretch for the inside of the thighs. Sometimes sleep like this, not all night, but there will be a part sometime when I start to fall asleep, I'll put my feet like this so that I can get that stretch while I'm falling asleep or going out. I don't sleep like this the whole night though, because I would not be able to do that. But you can also do this if you're a TV watcher from bed. I do it when I'm watching TV sometimes, but sitting up. Then extend the legs down, bring the arms up and over for a big deep stretch. You could do a simple stretch, just what we're doing now, or you can add in pointing and flexing your feet and flexing and releasing your hands. You can do that, or you can circle your wrists and ankles while we're here, or just a simple stretch, whatever you prefer. We're going to move into final relaxation. So corpse pose, we're already there. You just put your arms out, palms up or down. Sorry, palms up, excuse me. You can put your hands on your belly, palms down. You can also, if you don't like laying out flat like this, or if it's uncomfortable, Bring your knees to your chest and turn on to one side. It doesn't matter what side. Keep the knees bent and bend your elbow. That's your pillow. This is side corpse, and let the arm that's on top just drape across the legs. You can also do Shavasana, final rest. Shavasana is final rest in Sanskrit. It's also corpse pose in Sanskrit. You can do it seated. So you get to pick your experience. And just settle down, settle into the floor, into the mat, into Mother Earth. Notice the air on your skin and the quality of your breathing. Notice if you're holding any tension in your body. If so, try to let it go. Take a big breath in. If you're on your side, roll onto your back. We're going to do one more stretch. Stretch big. And then when you're ready, come onto one side and come up to seated. May you be happy. May your life have meaning. And may you be an instrument for social change. Thank you so much for coming, Balika and Terilyn. Thank you. Shalyn has put the link in the comment section for the class that's later. Even if you don't come today, you can save it for another day. I will be there also next week here at 9 and there at 11 next week. And I really appreciate you spending your morning with me. And Shalyn, thank you for your tech goddessness. Thank you. I know that's not a word, but thank you for all you do. And I'll see you all next week. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Shalyn. Bye.
You're welcome.
See you.